Alright, since I searched all over YouTube trying to find any information about this, since it's new, I mean technically it's new, but I think a lot of it's old, but I have a feeling that a lot of it's updated as well. This is the Tao Tao Cheetah 125. It's got the bigger tires on it, all that stuff, but it's supposedly new. This is my second ATV purchased online. I got this one from Texas, was it Texas Motorsports or Power Sports? I can't remember which one it is. I will update that on the next video. Everything came really good. I ordered it on Saturday, this last Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and it's in my driveway. And I'm going to start assembling it tonight. Shouldn't take too long. The other one didn't take too long. The other company I bought it off of, the first one for my son, it was a 110D. I believe that's the model number. One of the blue utility ones. It was a good deal. I mean, the packaging was a little rough on that one, and the time frame, it took me about 2.5 weeks to get it, and they were very hard to get a hold of after I had purchased it to get my shipment notification and all that. Past that, once I got the shipment notification, everything went smooth. But it seems to me like that's a one-man operation up there, and I don't know. I just had a better experience with this one. We'll see how it goes from there. I'll check back and update in a few minutes. Okay, I just pulled the box off. I had to put the camera down for a minute. This is how it comes shipped. And I about tripped over the box. Crazy. Everything looks really nice. I tore that plastic a little bit ago when I was trying to look at the collar. This one is orange, as you can see. Kind of bright, really. Surprised at how bright it really is. I thought it'd be a little bit more red, but I'm glad it's brighter. You see the tires are packed in there. Flat, of course, but you know, it can always add air. Everything seems to be nice in order, very well packed. Kind of pleased with this one. Like I said, my other one wasn't quite as good as this, packed wise. So we'll see. We'll start tearing into it. The next one you'll see, I should be out of the cage. I don't think you really need to see that much. Just let me take that up a little bit so you can see a little bit more of how it's packed in there. It looks like the battery box. Suspension looks good. Nothing looks beat up. Well, look at that. Well, that's kind of new. That's the safety kill. It's not on the back anymore. It's on the top. That's new. That's different. Huh. How about that? Let me pull this plastic up here. You see how the tires are packed in there. Alright. There's the rear rack, which, since it's a sport ATV, I'm not putting it on there. My son's has the racks on it. I mean, technically this one's for me. Yes, it's a youth model, but I was very pleased with the power that my son's had, and we just ride him around the farm, so I thought, well, you know what, I don't want to spend the $1,500 for a big one, or even I think it was $1,100 for the 150 one. I thought, you know what, I think I paid $741 shipped to my door with this one. And if you do get it from that place, Texas Power Sports, they have a discount. Mud 1, Mud 2. I paid for the express to get it filed quicker, which was $29 or $25 or $29, and the damn discount's $25. So it worked out. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of stupid, but I wanted to make sure I got it quickly, and it worked out. Like I said, ordered it on Saturday, got it today. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's at my door in 5 days after I ordered it, and even ordered on a weekend. So that's kind of impressive. So, and the other thing is, when I called that company, I had 2 times I called, and every time somebody answered the phone. The first one I bought, it took forever to get a hold of somebody. So again, I can't say enough for their customer service. you know. So I'll be back. Okay, I know I'm not getting a lot done, but just want to do this the right way. This little bolt right here has got to come out, and then these bolts here, here, and here got to come out, and that takes the cage off. That way you can start getting stuff out. So I'm going to do that. You don't need to watch me undoing a bolt. Hell, if you can't undo a bolt, then you probably shouldn't be putting this thing together. So I know a lot of people take on things that they don't know. My background is I built custom cars, worked in a fabrication shop, electrical background. I've been a car guy all my life. I'm in my mid-40s, so I got some experience working on stuff. Doesn't bother me at all. That's why it didn't bother me buying this, and honestly I think it's a great deal for the money. So pay attention and watch. Okay, here it is without the cage on the top of it. As you can see how everything's packed in here. I'll try to undo some of the stuff with one hand, which you know is kind of difficult. If anybody's ever tried to video and work. So you can see the handlebars are kind of folded here. And then we got these, well, handlebars are here. I guess I wasn't pointing the camera that way. Then we got these guys here. That's the tires. I believe those are the rears. That's what it looks like. And you can see, and they are 18 by 950s, 8-inch wheel. And then that is a rear tire crammed in there, as you can, or a front tire crammed in there, as you can see. Cover this side. You can see, oh, I didn't pull that one off, but oh well. Fold it down and pull that wheel out. Sucker's got some weight to him, I'll tell you that. There's that. As you can see, the hubs are already on them. Now, word to the wise, once you get all this thing assembled, you should probably go over every bolt. Looks like they got night locks on the back. That's pretty interesting. I think my other one, the bolts just started into the hub. I can't remember. Looks like they've listened to some complaints, perhaps. That's what it's appearing. So maybe they're starting to really give everybody a run for their money. I mean, you can't beat it for the price. You know, it's a great little deal, especially for something that does what the other ones does, but does it a lot cheaper. Does what the other one does. I'll be back. Here are the box of goodies. What they think they call tools, trust me, these aren't tools. If anybody put anything together from China, these things, they might get you in a pinch, but use your own tools. Trust me, you'll get better bite, you get better torque. Risers for the handlebars. These cover up the hubs. Owner's manual. There's probably instructions in there too, but like I said, if you have any mechanical ability, you can probably figure it out without that. Batteries in the box. It doesn't come with the acid in it. You have to pour that in, get it set up. These are battery straps, and then a charger. This is not a battery tender. It's just a peak charger, and I wouldn't try to use it as that. There is the back rack, like I said, which will probably not be going on the bike. So, as you can see, this is what you get. This is the package I'm getting ready to use, and I'll be right back. Alright, she's loose from the crate completely. I'm going to have somebody grab a buddy, have him help me move it so I can get it to the backyard and get it out of the driveway. But handlebars are on. There's this shift indicator here that I did not put on yet. I was just trying to get the handlebars on to get them up out of the way so they didn't fall. I will install that. But honestly, going over it, it looks better than the other one I bought. And the other one, don't get me wrong, was okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But in the general purpose of things, this one looks like it's a little better built. I think they have improved quite a bit of stuff from what we originally had, but this is a different model. Again, it's the Cheetah, Tao Tao Cheetah, which is a representation of the, I think it's the ATA 125G with bigger tires. It's a 125, but technically it's really a 110, I think. But it lists as a 125, which, you know, even if you look at some of the 125s of the major manufacturers, they're not 125. Everybody knows that by now. One thing I did notice that was a big difference is that this rear axle, the axle that was in my other one, doesn't look as beefy as this one. This one looks like it's a little bit bigger built. Looks beefier. The disc brake is definitely a little bit bigger in the back. It does have drums in the front, but if I decide to do anything, my first roll of business is I'm probably going to change this over to a disc brake. Just because, I like to stop. But anyways, as you can see, that's it in a nutshell. I think we're doing all right. I kind of like it. I really like it. I've already started taking some of the stickers off because, well, I'm older than 14 and I want it to look nice. I want it to look cool. Even though it's going to be driving around a farm pretty much, that's it, most of its life. We might take it camping or something like that and ride a few little tiny trails, but nothing serious. But that's it. Get somebody to help me move it, and then next time you see it, should have tires on it. Just point out real quick, up front here, you have to put the front bumper on, which is right there, and it goes right there. And then the shocks, because they're trying to keep it as low as possible, aren't attached, so you'll have to attach those. And it has nylocks on it, which is great. Everything I see here has nylocks on it. I know there's been, in the years past, complaints of vibration and that kind of stuff, loosening up bolts. But if you know anything, nylocks should keep everything tight. Just check them all out regardless. You got your castle nuts, cotter pin, that should keep all your suspension together. And then here, that's where it goes into the frame. Focus. There you go. That, I would probably put some thread lock on it. If you want to get them back out blue, not, put them with red. It'll be hard. They'll come out, but it'll be hard. Everything else looks good. The only thing I haven't done yet, since I got it right here, why not do it? Let's check the oil. Let's see what's in it. Let's see if there's anything in this thing. Well, it looks like it's full. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it is full. It smells like crappy oil. So I will probably run it, you know, for a little bit, break it in, not long, probably less than 20 minutes, and then take that stuff out. I might even run it less than that. But I want to break it in a little bit. Carburetor up in there. And it is the mounts. All kinds of good stuff. Anyways, that's the gist of it. You'll see me back here in a little bit. Okay, I apologize. It's starting to get a little dark this time of year, unfortunately. But as you can see, I got the rear wheels on. You got to put a little air in them. Right now they're just getting, I got air in them to kind of seat the beads. As you can see in here, we got a castle nut, a big washer, and there's also a lock washer. Last time, according to the video I had last time, that's how they go on. And you tighten those down and you put your cotter pin through. Alright, the back ones, get them as tight as you can. I mean, the cotter pin should hold the lock, the castle nut. But like I said, try to get them as tight as you can. That way you save any vibration, that kind of thing. Make sure they're locked in there. Alright, I got her through the fence, which was the main problem, or the main thought tonight. I got a little bit of air in the back tires. They're not aired up at all. The front ones, they came squished, so they for packaging. Excuse me, I'm getting ready for fall, so that's why my deck looks kind of bad. This weekend is getting everything ready for winter. My I'm going to put together the front suspension here. You got to set it up on something, you know, after it's off the crate. And then you've got to get your brakes turned around, the tie rods on, the shocks into the lower arms. And then after that, let's put the wheels on. So, alright. Once again, I'll be back. Alright. Shocks are bolted down with nylocks, which again was great. No just nut and lock washer. I got the tie rods there. They're bolted in. Tassel nut, cotter key, all that good stuff. I think I might call it quits for tonight, but I'm just looking at this and noticing some subtle differences. Let me see if I can get up here. I know the older model, the older ATA 125G, did not have that little guy right there. The petcock. I can turn the fuel off. And it has a fuel filter. This one does have a manual choke right there. So that's a little bit of an improvement from what I saw in some of the older videos. Things do look a little different, like they've updated quite a bit of stuff, and that's pleasing in a way. Actually, it's very pleasing. So I think all in all, it's not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with it. I see some things that could be improved some more. It doesn't have that stupid little steel gas lid or cap lid, whatever. It's a nice aluminum one, which is a bonus. That's what came on my son's. And if you look, that is a steel tank. Still, no plastic. I know their plastic tanks had a little bit of an issue. Breather tube. All in all, I'm impressed again with the Tao Tao stuff. This thing here is nice. I mean, it's nice if you fall off. It shuts the bike off. It used to be back here. And if you notice, they've even taken the bracket off the frame. Yes, the tail light is turned around, but that's how it is in shipping, so it doesn't get busted. Chain seems to be lubed and properly tightened. And, well, my battery's running down, so I lost my flash. So, now you can see how dark it actually is out here. So, I think I'm going to have to call it a night. I'll cover this up. And I got to figure out a way to get my tires aired up. I'll probably take them to the garage tomorrow and get them aired up, since my compressor is a small one, and that's going to take a little bit of high pressure to get that one out of there. So since they're square, but as for that, that's all I got for tonight. Tomorrow night we'll get the front wheels on after they got air on them, and we'll get the back tires aired up properly, put some fuel in it, and get the battery ready and see if she'll fire up. If it's anything like the other one, I think it took 2 cranks and it fired up. My son's did, so I don't have very little doubt. I'm pretty sure it'll fire up. So anyways, this was going to be video number 1, and stay tuned for video number 2. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them down there at the bottom, and I will try to answer them. You know, again, this is an older model, ATA 125G, but this is an updated version of it with bigger tires, and it looks like it's got all the modern stuff on it. And like I said, it does look better than some of the videos I've seen, the quality from the ones they had in there. Now, I don't know. The welds look better. The tubing looks a little bit heavier. I'll tell you what, it's heavier than my son's bike, that's for sure. So we'll see. We'll get it fired up and take it for a drive. Good night.